Hello everyone, my name is Fayaz Khan Sahil and today we're gonna learn about ionic bonding. So before started ionic bonding, what is ionic bonding? Ionic bonding involves the transfer of electron from one atom to another in order to achieve a stable configuration or noble gas electron configuration, resulting the formation of ions. So what is noble gas formation? Electron formation. In noble gas electron formation, all of the outer shell are filled. For example, neon has 10 electron. Okay, on first shell it has 2, and in next shell we have 8. So as you can see, it doesn't have to lose or gain electron, so it has a stable electronic configuration. So metal usually now metal is only loses electron. Metal loses electron to form positive ions. Non-metal gain electron to form negative ion. You always have to remember this. Cations are positively charged ion, anions are negatively charged ion. These positively charged and negatively charged ion are strongly attracted to one another by electrostatic force, thus forming ionic bond. Let me show you guys a simple diagram of it. By the way, I'm really new to the YouTube thing, so stay with me. For example, this is positive ion, this is negative ion. They have a strong electrostatic force, right, towards one another, thus forming the ionic bond. Isn't it interesting? It's just like a magnet. South pole and north pole attract one another. Now let's look at a dot and cross diagram. This diagram is actually taken from the website savemyexam.com. You can definitely visit their site. So as you can see, this is the diagram of a sodium. This is a diagram of a sodium atom, right? Sodium atom donates its valence electron to form chloride ion. As you can see, at the outer shell, sodium has only 1 electron, and for chlorine you can see they have 7 electrons. So if it gain 1 electron, it will form noble gas electronic configuration, right? Noble gas formation, as you can see, noble gas electronic formation. So when sodium donate this electron, you can clearly see in the diagram both of them form octet formation. They doesn't have to lose or gain electron, right? They have a noble gas electronic configuration. Now let's move on to the deducing the formula of ionic compound. We can determine the charge of an element based on the group number in the periodic table. What does this mean? It simply means, if you look at the periodic table over here, you can see the group 1 element always loses 1 electron. Group 2 loses 2 electron, form 2 plus ion. Group 3 loses 3 electron. So as you can see, the number of electron that is lost is increases from left to right until group 3. From group 5, you can see it form negative ion, which means group 1 to 3 form positive ion, and group 5 form negative ion, minus 3. Then group 6 form minus 2, as you can see, decreasing order. Group 7 form minus 1. However, these doesn't form any type of ions because they are noble gases. It doesn't form ions. Now let's look at the structure of ionic compound. Ionic compound appear as a giant lattice structure. This is a lattice structure, by the way. Lattice structure. As you can see, they are held together by a strong electrostatic force, and they are regular in structure, right? However, electrostatic force. However, if you find the ratio of sodium, okay, by the way, black one is the sodium ion, The red one is actually the chloride ion. So if you find the ratio of sodium is to chlorine, you will see that they are 1:1. You can deduce the chemical formula of it, which is NaCl. For one sodium, there is one chloride ion. For one sodium ion, there is one chloride ion. As you can see, the ratio of NaCl sodium is to chloride ion is 1:1. So the ionic formula is NaCl. Now let's look at the properties of ionic compound. They are hard and crystalline, so they have a regular shape due to the strong orderly ionic bonding. If you look at the sodium atom, sodium chloride structure, you will see they have a very regular structure, right? The sodium is in the middle. Sometimes you can see the structure is very repetitive and very regular. They have a high melting and boiling point because of a strong electrostatic force, so they require a lot of energy to break down. They do not have smell. I'm really sorry, I'm a bit nervous, that's why I'm mispronouncing. No smell. Why is that? As they have a high melting and boiling point, so this ionic compound doesn't evaporate, so there is no gas particle to detect the smell, right? They conduct electricity, however the condition is they has to be in liquid or dissolved state. For example, in water, this thing, suppose sodium chloride dissociate into sodium ion and chloride ion. They are soluble in water but not in organic solvent. For example, water organic solvent, ethanol. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys like the video. Please do subscribe to my channel. See you guys on the next video. Bye bye.